Jumping over to social media, I think that's a good transition. I think a lot of people recognize that social media can be an amazing marketing tool. So, a couple of questions tied to social media. One is I know we've talked about LinkedIn, we've talked about Google, we've talked about Facebook, Instagram, but really, what social media platforms have you guys each seen as the most successful for your stores? And then, we have talked about some of the messaging, but in general, what do you see as the most effective, whether that be organic content that you're posting, paid advertising, a mixture of both, and what does your content look like? And are you guys building out like content calendars or anything? What's kind of your overall social media strategy, and what would you recommend? So that was a lot. Feel free to answer any or all part of that.
All right, I'll jump in. So we are on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn, right? We get the most interaction from Facebook. We currently are not running any ads, any paid ads. We haven't run any paid ads in almost 2 years now, but we're going to crank the paid ads back up in January. And so for the last 2 years, we've really just been focusing on, local SEO and really beefing up our website so that we are doing well in the Google search, the Google local search and the Google Maps. And as far as a content calendar, we keep a content calendar. We build it out for like 3 months in advance. And then, we just start working towards that. And if things come up during that 3 months where we've already built the calendar out, we'll shuffle some things around because you have different themes that will come up, or if something's going on in the business and you think, oh man, that's a great idea, we should, use that right now. Then we go ahead and mix things in there. In terms of Google Ads, I spent a lot of money on Google Ads. We spent a little bit of money on Google Ads. It's really, you really have to have a strategy when you're dealing with Google Ads or social ads, right? Some people think you can throw 40, $50, 100, $200 at it and it will give you some good traction. That is not it. You really have to have a strategy with that, whether you're spending a little bit of money or a lot of money. And what we found when we were doing ads is that the ads with video do much better, and also having some sort of teaser, right? We did this thing for probably 8 or 9 months. That was a download. It was like, what is your laundry style? And it's like a lazy laundry person or super laundry person. And having people to download that collateral helped us out so much. Like we got so much customer information from that, and we were able to like retarget those people and send them our information directly. So I say all that to say Google ads, social ads are great. Without a strategy, they're nothing. Um, and to really think about, video versus, still images when you're working on your content or the collateral for your ads.
I love it. Any of the other ladies have anything to add or chime in on? I will, sorry, I did notice there was a question regarding, has anyone hired a social media manager? Or are you managing it yourself? I don't know if you guys have any input on that, but I wanted to share that I have worked with a couple of store owners who have actually contacted local colleges and worked with marketing majors. It kind of has been a win-win in that, especially if you don't have a huge budget for marketing, an intern is looking for something to have on the resume, like a true life case study. And so be able to
Mhm.
say, hey, I worked with Susan's Laundromat. We grew their followers by this. We grew their engagement by this. We grew their top line revenue by this. We helped them reach these KPIs, can like really benefit their job experience in their resume. And it could potentially be a free or a lower cost option for you. So that's something I would encourage. If you have any local colleges or you know someone in college, that might be a way you can get somebody to help you.
Very good.
To that point, I just want to add, so I'm currently managing our own social media, but I am going to be exploring the college intern aspect. We have a college less than a mile from us, so that's actually something I'm exploring and hopefully we'll have an update for in the near future. But right now we are big on having the campaign set up ahead of time. I do work full time in the insurance industry, so the laundromat is all other hours of my life. So anything that can help me do my job better, I do. I'm big on having the calendars pre-planned, have the content ready. I'll do batch scheduling on the weekend, and it's set up for the next month to just automatically flow. We pre-plan, of course, all of our promos when we want those to go out in front of the customers. We also, for Wash Dry Fold, we have Sense, and we work with Laundry Works as well. So we pair those together to in contacting and getting in front of our customers.
Awesome. Hannah or Christina, anything from your side?
I second kind of what Seychelle said about the Google ads, Facebook ads. My 2 cents about Google, and we've seen this. Google ads, they're not, unless you know how to use them like a professional and you went to college for them, don't spend your money on them, because unless somebody is saying laundromat near me in Google, or they're saying those types of words, they have to use those optimal words to even know that you exist. And more people don't know that they need you until they see you on Facebook, right? You know, what's your laundry style? That's a great way to get them in the door. And then they're like, hey, I can't do laundry today. I guess I'm just going to check these people out. So it's not just in those kinds of things. And we also plan our calendar. We plan 6 months in ahead, and we have a client journey that's mapped out. And so depending on where our clients are in that journey depends on the type of promotion or marketing that they get outside of social media. So, and somebody asked a question, how do you how do you schedule or something? I think I saw that. We use Excel, and we just plan it out. We do 4 weeks at a time for each month, and then pre-plan out. We put in the dates, the holidays, kind of like what Seychelle said. So, yeah, just use your Excel. And if you don't have a huge budget to get into marketing right now or hire somebody, ChatGPT Pro is $20 a month, and it'll become your best friend until you can really get down what you need, and it takes that brain power away from you, so you can save time.
Definitely.
I would
I'm a
just
huge
add, I dropped some
okay.
things in the, I'm sorry, I dropped some things in the chat about scheduling tools. It was really only 2. I would also kind of piggyback on what Hannah was saying with those Google ads. Determining those keywords is everything, but I think it's more important to understand and really nail down your negative keywords, because those negative keywords is what it's like the goalposts, right? It keeps everything inside. Everything outside of the negative keywords is stuff that you don't want. You don't want your ads showing up to those people who are searching those things. And I'll give you a true example. Washroom laundry, we're not a laundromat, and so we have to have laundromat as a negative keyword, so when people are searching for a laundromat, they don't land on our ads. And another thing that I see in terms of ads, and we can spend our time on this one thing alone, and we can go for the rest of the week, but really nailing down your location. Like, I see ads here for laundry services and laundromats that are in New York and Pennsylvania, and I'm like, I want to reach out to them and tell them to fix that, but I can't do it.
Yeah.
I will say I haven't had much luck on Facebook ads. Even when I do narrow down the location, I end up in random other states. I'm like, okay, so that's not my thing. But I have worked with third parties who help with the Google ads because, again, that is not my niche, so I need help there. They've also helped with geofencing, which I'm a huge fan of geofencing and highly recommend everyone either learn or find someone who can help you with it. It is a great tool. You can set targeted areas of customers you're looking for. Sorry to say, but even your competitors. You can also target apartment complexes anywhere you can think of. And that I really loved because you also can easily track the results that you're getting from that. For example, we did, I think the first 3-month span that we did, we gained 109 customers. And so like, I love seeing that you can track that feedback. So that's been huge for us as well. I think to add to someone mentioning what tools you can use for scheduling out your program on Facebook, there's a separate app or website called Business Suite, and it has everything set up with your calendar, and you can just plug it in there ahead of time with your ad, and it'll automatically post with the set day and time that you'd like. I use that all the time. TikTok has, if you're into TikTok, they have a similar feature. And another thing that I like about TikTok, it will actually show you and analyze in our industry what gaps are there. So I use AI a lot because I only have so much creative power in a day to our own ideas, and then merge it with AI and ask like, hey, this is the analysis from TikTok. What am I missing? Give me some ideas of what I can build upon to fill these gaps for customers.